In the soft glow of twilight, Benny walked through the golden fields, his heart full of curiosity. Tonight was a special night, filled with wonder and magic. As he reached the edge of the village, a gentle breeze whispered secrets of dragon lore. Benny remembered the stories Lila told him about dragons, their wings like clouds and eyes like stars. But were they really as fierce as people said? Or could they be something more? Lila appeared at Benny's side, her eyes twinkling with excitement. "Ready for your adventure, Benny?" she asked, holding his hand firmly. Together, they followed the path that led to a hidden glade, where the last light of the sun painted the sky in brilliant hues. In the center stood an ancient oak, its trunk thick and strong, as if it had seen every dawn and dusk. As they approached, a deep rumbling echoed through the trees. Startled, Benny clung closer to Lila, but she pulled him gently toward the tree. "Don't be afraid," she said softly. "Sometimes the bravest things are just waiting for us." Out of the shadows emerged Thorne, a wise old dragon with a golden scales and kind eyes. His presence filled the air with a gentle warmth. "Benny, be brave," Thorne declared with a chuckle, his voice like the wind through the leaves. "What brings you to this sacred place?" Benny took a deep breath, feeling the weight of his quest. "I want to learn about dragons," he said bravely, "and I heard they might be different from what people say." Thorne nodded solemnly. "You are right to seek the truth," he replied, his eyes full of understanding. "Dragons have been misunderstood for too long." Lila stepped forward with a determined look on her face. "We're here to learn and maybe change that," she declared. Thorne smiled warmly at them both. "Then let's begin our journey together." He extended a clawed hand, inviting them closer. Benny hesitated, but Lila squeezed his hand, urging him forward. They walked into the glade where Thorne led them to a small pond. The water sparkled under the fading light, and from it emerged a magnificent dragoness named Sylph. Her scales shimmered like moonlight, her wings wide enough to shelter a village. Sylph's eyes met Benny's, filled with curiosity. "Why do you seek us?" she asked gently. Benny took a deep breath, feeling the weight of his words. "I want to learn about dragons and understand them," he said firmly. Sylph nodded thoughtfully. "Very well, young one. You have shown courage in coming here." She turned to Thorne. "Let him see our true nature." Thorne spoke then, his voice filled with wisdom. "Dragons are not monsters, Benny. They are guardians of the earth and protectors of balance." Lila listened intently, her eyes wide with wonder. "That's amazing," she exclaimed softly. As they conversed, a gentle breeze carried away their words, weaving them into the fabric of the evening. The stars began to twinkle above, casting a soft glow on the scene. Thorne continued, "Bravery isn't about facing danger head-on. It's about standing up for what is right and true." Benny felt a warmth spreading through his chest. "Like being friends with Sylph," he said, looking at her. Sylph smiled, her eyes filled with understanding. "Indeed." She offered Benny a piece of dragon fruit, its sweetness filling the air. "And now you must return to your village and share this knowledge." Benny took the fruit, feeling the weight of his newfound wisdom. As he returned home under the cover of night, Lila by his side, they discussed all that had happened. Back in their cozy little room, Benny lay down on his bed, clutching Sylph's fruit tightly. The world outside was quiet now, only the soft sounds of nature filled the air. Lila snuggled next to him, her warmth a comforting presence. "I'm so glad we went with you," she whispered softly. Benny smiled, feeling the weight of his journey settle into his heart. "Me too," he replied. "Me too." As they drifted off into sleep, surrounded by the whispers of the night and the gentle lullaby of the stars, Benny knew that true bravery was found in the bonds of friendship. And so, under a blanket of stars, with the sound of the wind through the trees as his lullaby, he closed his eyes, feeling safe and protected.